Mm.
So hi, we have one of our student client who have produced some phenomenal results. She has recently reached her six figure. So I thought let's to interview her so that let's motivate few individual so that they can learn from her journey. And ultimately, we are going to ask a lot of questions which is related to her niche as well. So some of the people can derive inspiration from this video. So basically, we'll just start. Okay. So ma'am, so before we begin, I just want to ask you a few questions. So
Yeah, sure. Hello, Sharon. Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to meet. This recording will be shared, of course. So, thank you, Sharon, for this opportunity.
yeah, welcome, ma'am. Welcome. So let's start, ma'am. So before we begin, ma'am, so how exactly you enter in this parenting niche? So can you share a story about you because you are into multiple activities. Like I'm not wrong. Like correct me if I'm wrong. You are a life coach, you are an author, and you are a healer too. Because
Mm.
you choose why only parenting as a niche, like to pursue at professionally.
Yeah. So, I was a bank manager in State Bank of India. Like, I quit my bank. I was in a different city. I wanted to come back to my family. After coming back, normally I thought it is my retired life. I'll enjoy, no need to work or do anything. But my passion was there of painting. So I started painting and started taking art classes, art therapy classes for children. Then I developed into a 3 4 hour workshop. Every Sunday I used to have workshop for kids from about 8 to 10 years to up to teenagers used to come to these classes. By talking to children, I understood there are a lot many things that children need guidance. They're very confused. Then okay, I was reaching out to children. Then I thought by interacting with the children, parents have to be guided. It's very important because as a counselor, I may call the child, I may talk for 3 hours, 4 hours. Then, but most of the time they're staying with the parents. So if the parents guide them correctly, the children will be really their whole future will change. So with that intention, I started, and also there is another personal story of mine, which is my son had learning difficulty when he was a child. From his childhood and up to his teenage, he struggled a lot, and he has overcome all his problems now. But at that time, the child was suffering, I was also suffering. So I thought, all my past came back to me when I started, when I thought what I should do after my banking career is now over. So I'm having some free time. What should I do now? So this is what really emotionally connected with me. That yes, many other kids are having lot of behavior issues, lot of parenting challenges to the parents, which I myself faced many years ago. So I have to do this. It is my calling. How else I will give back to the people, to the moms who need me, because I feel I did not have anybody to support me way back. So that is how. But in the meanwhile, I did my life coach certification, and I also took. I also took a lot of healing training, and I have been meditating for more than 20 years in various forms of meditation. So the best thing I can offer now, whatever Veena has come, I'll give to you. As a parent, whenever someone comes to me, I'm a mom's coach essentially. And when moms
Hmm.
come to me, they need emotional support, they need parenting guidance, they even need relationship counseling. Some parents have problems with in-laws and even financial stress. I use my healing for all this health problems. So I think, whatever I have, my knowledge, my experience, let me help them. So that is how I came into parenting.
Okay, so basically, we can just say that you are all in one package, just basically to help every mom that they are struggling with in every aspects of life.
Yeah, thanks to my gurus and my mentors, I'm here in this space helping out others.
Okay, so basically, we can say we you started your journey with the offline coaching first, and then you
Yeah.
just jump onto this online experience.
For me, it was a coincidence, Sharon. Like, I am not a technical person, so to say. In the bank, I was operating computers, but I took up a training on online courses. I just learned from ABC. I learned everything, and I don't know how everything coincided for me. I was ready with my technical knowledge. I built my own website by learning everything step by step, and I was ready without even this pandemic situation. I mean, nobody knew, but at the
Hmm.
right time I was ready to go online. By then my offline classes had taken off, a lot of workshops were happening. So then it was the right time for me, and I was equipped. Maybe coincidence, maybe I was meant to do this work to reach out and help people. So everything came together for me.
Okay. And how was the shift like for you from the offline business to the online business?
Actually, it was very smooth for me. That's what sometimes I feel when I see other trainers or coaches. Like I said, just 4 years back, I took my retirement from my bank, from SBI.
Yeah.
So after that, step by step, I took it, and very soon I have progressed to some extent. Like I have reached more than 1,000 parents. That is not a small achievement. Now, actually, maybe almost 2,000 I have reached. Okay, in my presentation, I normally say 1,000 parents. So now every week, I'm reaching out to more and more parents. So transition has been very easy for me. When I see other trainers who have been in offline, they are not able to adapt to online, because I am in touch with other coaches, other trainers. So some of them who are not technically very sound, they are still getting used to this new kind of coaching. But for me, because I learned, it just transition happened very easily. But yes, technical challenges I do have. I told you I'm a non-technical person, but I'm learning every day, and thanks to help from, you are a great support and help to me, especially FBI. I'm afraid even now I feel, it is all experience. You have to lose some money, you have to invest, and then only you learn. But because of your support, everything is going on smooth.
Okay. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for your kind words. Yes, and definitely you have like come a long way, no doubt. In fact, and this is going to like for you, I can definitely say whatever you're doing is going to see like 4x or 5 years, like 5x growth definitely in this year. And I can surely give my words for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And the work I am doing, see, financial is one part. Of course, I have to get money to keep the business running, because I have to spend on these tools, technical. Though I'm working from home, I may not be having an office, or, I'm a solopreneur. I don't have anyone as such regular staff with me, but of course, I do take the help of other service providers. But when this is the setup, still I need to invest in my tools, in FB ads, to reach out to more people. So I have to keep the business running. So financial, I do take a small remuneration. That is one part. I do free webinars, lot of free webinars, lot of free courses. Also, I have, because I want to reach out. At the same time, technically also, the help I get from people like you, it is helping me. So apart from that, the emotional connect. When the parents talk to me, at least talking to them 5-10 minutes, some 3-4 solutions I'll give them, they are so relieved. Main thing is the emotional stress, especially due to this pandemic. The parents are having a difficult time keeping the children inside the house. So this gives me a lot of fulfillment in my own way. If I'm able to help, that too being online, being this distant, of course I can't meet them personally, of course I can't do anything beyond my control. But whatever little solutions I give them, and they're already working. The beautiful thing is, very simple tips I give, not very complicated or which take a lot of time, because parents are so busy. So I give very simple tips which can be implemented right away, and they see the changes in children, because I understand the children's mind. I am not a psychologist, I am not qualified in that way, but
Hmm.
really, I my greatest qualification is I've spoken to so many parents, I've interacted with children themselves. Even 5-year-old kids are my friends. I have group of friends from ranging from 5 years to 15 years. I don't consider them children. When I'm with them, I'm their friend. So they share with me. They feel like sharing with me. So I get their perspective. So my role is, as a mentor, connecting the parents' perspective and the child's perspective. It's very easy actually, if you understand their needs, their situation. And also at one end, teachers are also equally stressed in this, especially online classes going on. So many things changed even for the teachers. So I feel I'm connecting the teachers, parents, and children. In olden days, childhood was used to be smooth, and things used to be taken care of in the normal day-to-day way. But now so many complications are there. Like I said, one simple problem is, even a 2-year-old, you have to hold him inside the house, him or her. You can't let them go out and play with other kids. So starting from that small challenge, so many other big teen problems are there, like gadget addiction. So many problems parents are facing. If I can give some sort of a support as a person, connecting these three people, children, teachers, and parents, bringing a understanding between them, it is so helpful. Whether it is studies, whether it is tantrums, whether it is fuzzy eating, so many issues are there parents are facing. So I feel real fulfillment. It is online, offline, sab chhod do, actually it's all what I'm doing is about connection. So I say I connect heart to heart with moms. When I talk, like I can't explain that feeling when I really connect with them and help them in some way. This mom, if I tell something to her and she implements, and that creates happiness in the whole family. When children are happy, mom is very happy and whole family is happy. I mean, what else do I want? I feel my life fulfilled after quitting the bank. I'm doing really great. I mean, this is a different way. I feel when I was in the bank, I was getting from the society. Now I'm giving back to the people. So I'm in a happy space, Sharon.
Okay. So you told me like you actually connect emotionally, okay, and you told me everything, okay. So basically, there is this whole thing is like people can actually learn a lot of things from this, okay. So any one story that would you like to share so that it can help people, because it's already a pandemic, and the situation that the problem that you are solving is basically not just a mom's problem but the entire family. So, any one story that would you like to share so that people can learn from this?
Yeah, one especially which touched me a lot is one maybe 6 or 7 years old boy. Like
Hmm,
the parent herself told, I'm having anger issues. I did have depression and now I'm out of it. But I hit my child a lot. I scold him a lot, and he's also bedwetting. Lot of psychological issues in the child. This was the situation when she met me. I
hmm,
don't know what to do. Then I had to talk to her about 3 4 calls, like repeatedly. I had to first understand the situation, what is happening. Then gradually it came out that her own parents were putting the child on. This story I cannot forget because it's not a story, actually it's a real life. I mean, she even asked me, I want to send my son away to a boarding school. Then I advised her, see, problems are happening because whenever he meets her parents, his own grandparents,
hmm,
they compare him to some other child and this child is feeling inferior. The whole problem was, root cause was this, that every
hmm,
time he meets the grandparents, he is disturbed and he starts acting very weird with lot of tantrums, and this bedwetting problem also happened gradually. And also she had another child, he had some sibling jealousy kind of a thing. This is so common, but
hmm,
it was affecting the child too much. And this mother thought, ultimate, before meeting me, she thought, I
hmm,
can't help in any way, and keeping the child here, I am hitting him and he is not behaving properly, let me send him away to a boarding school. This was her decision, almost decided. Then she met me. Then I spoke to her, see, here the child is not at fault. The outside external pressure, what I call, that is so much that the child is getting compared to some other child. He's feeling inferior. So it is not his fault. Okay, if you want to send him boarding school per se is not bad. Even I sent my son to a boarding school, but that was not the right decision for me. Now I realize, okay, I could have done better by keeping him at home. That is my personal experience. But I saw her situation also. Then I advise, see, if some education facility is lacking in your
hmm,
town, you can send him for some other reason. But this is like a punishment. You are sending the child away because you cannot manage as a parent. And he is already having so many psychological, emotional issues. This is not the solution. But I had to convince her, when a mom comes to me, she's already so frustrated. If I say you are doing wrong, this is not okay. No, no, I should not do like that being a mentor. I should first understand her. Then I said, it's okay. You have
hmm,
scolded your child, you have pet your child. It's okay. I accept it. But from now on, you can change. Okay, that is the confidence I gave her. Then ultimately, after 3 4 months, she actually told me, I changed my house. I was staying near my mother's house. I told my parents, an expert has advised me at least 3 to 6 months. I want to keep my child away. Only then she can notice the changes. Otherwise, every day if he's meeting the same old situation, if he's going into that, this child will not change. So she took that decision just based on my support and guidance. Of course, I am there, and I believe, I know this child will start improving from day one after this environment changes. So this is one thing. And actually, Sharon, I have so many stories now. People tell me, like, it's not I go and ask them. After taking my solution, they tell me my relationship improved. I was almost about to separate and get divorced from my husband because of in-laws problem. The causes are external. So many reasons, so many persons have told me my child behavior has improved, he is listening to me. I am having a lot of peace of mind, the moms tell me. So these are, I start small, I do something, but it gives them big results. So this is my reality now.
Okay, that's very nice of you, ma'am. So, can you just enlighten us on other example of in-laws? So, you gave me an example of
Yeah.
like the of the
See,
relationship, like you can say
true, true.
basically.
What happens is in our Indian families, whether it is mother-in-law, father-in-law, your own parents, they are also again in-laws for your husband.
Hmm,
If a wife and husband are staying with either of the parents, the
hmm,
adjustment they are of a different generation, and their way of bonding with the children is different. Like they pamper the child, they sometimes they want to give chocolates, or they say let him not study, let her watch TV. They are very affectionate, and sometimes parents are putting the pressure. This is also true. By more and more interacting, I'm understanding the intricacies of this relationship. Parents tell their own daughter or son that you are not disciplining enough. They want the kids to be disciplined because in their time so many gadget exposure was not there, but these kids they won't listen. So many things grandparents want to correct in the grandchildren, and grandchildren and grandparents start fighting with each other. So what should the parents do? This is a intricate joint family issues in Indian family, and sometimes other family members also may be staying, co-sister, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, and you may be having some differences as a parent with them. So this
hmm.
has double effect. One is directly on the children, the way they are treating the children. Either they are too strict or they are too lenient, the other people. And what should parents do in this scenario? This is one thing. Secondly, because of this family interaction, some clashes, some difference of opinion may be there between the parents and the other members in the family. So the
Hmm.
parents are upset, frustrated, angry, and that anger is taken out on the child. At least 50%, at least up to 80% also, sometimes the child is not at all responsible for the discipline what parents are imposing by way of scolding, hitting, shouting. The child is not responsible. It happens because of these other pressures on the parents. Child is in no way responsible. So I understand the situation, and let me tell you, each family is different. Each situation is different. Though everyone may be staying with in-laws, there may be different kind of a, it may be past struggle between mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. Mother-in-law always wants to be good to the grandchildren, or it may be that husband and father-in-law are doing some business together. So the family is dependent for financially on the in-laws. So how they can defy them? So each family is different. So I understand the family situation and accordingly advise. Sometimes I have advised, better to be physically away if it is having too many difficult situations, and better to be physically away from the maintain the respect. I never say don't respect anyone, respect everyone, but be firm when it comes to parenting, because today what you are doing, it will have an influence in future of the kid. So that should not happen na? Because it is not the child's problem, it is somebody else's problem. Why should the child suffer? So from today, if parents take some small measures, child's future will change. So this is the way I deal with it. Each family is different.
Okay, so basically, so far I can derive from your conversation, it's always the external factors that is going to impact your child or any child in this world.
At least 50-50. Sometimes, yes. See, again, coming to children, they are with gadgets, they are not focusing on studies because of online. That is the child's problem to some extent. Again, we have to understand the child's emotion. Why the child is not cooperating? Why are they too much into gadgets? How you can bring them away? So, okay, you can say 50% is not their direct problem, not because of the child. They are
Hmm,
being over disciplined, and 50% child is causing that, causing the parents to discipline them. But problem is with the child, but actually there's a reason behind the reason. That also I always say, obvious reason is they are not studying, so I have to scold the child. But what is the reason behind that reason? Why is the child not studying? What is so attractive rather than studies? How we can bring him out of that attraction and make this attractive, make studies attractive, make it known to the child that studies are important. We have to analyze. Parenting is, I mean, technical. For example, you're a technical person, okay, someone needs a program, you make the program for them, they'll pay the money, I mean, transaction is over. But parenting is, we are actually talking about, those little children, they are sensitive human
hmm.
beings. So we
Yeah.
have to understand each child, what is going on, who are the family members around him, whom is he influenced. Like last month, one mom was sharing, one child, he is good, he doesn't want to play this online games on mobile, but all his friends are playing a certain game, and he feels left out of the group. The friends insult him, you are not playing with us. Actually, it's not a good habit. They're all addicted to some video game on mobile, but they are leaving him out of their group and he's feeling left out. See, we may just generalize all kids are playing with gadgets. There are so many other reasons behind that. He feels left out from his friends group. So, I mean, my job first is to understand. I take long time, what is happening. So, of course, general guidelines I give them. I have my 7-day course to develop parents' patience and how to deal with the child differently. After 7 days, after understanding my concepts, see, when I take a client, they should also resonate with my whatever thoughts I share with them. They should agree to it. So I build the basis with my 7-day course. After that, they come to for one-to-one, where I understand their family, understand the child, and then guide them. This is happening already.
Okay, so this is the most important point, I guess, because a lot of people struggle with this, the gadgets basically, the gadget addiction or whatever we call it. Like, you can say it is like.
True.
So, would you like to enlighten on this more? Like any generic advice? I know, like, one can't give a generic advice before you need a whole background study of this. But
Yeah,
anyone who is watching this, like, any generic advice for him or her, like.
definitely. Definitely. See, most of the parents come to me. Before pandemic, my kid was with mobile or TV for 1 hour. Now drastically increased 4 hours. What to do? So kids don't have any other activity. So first and foremost, I tell the parents, okay, allow them extra time. Don't expect the same 1 hour, because
Hmm,
earlier they had a routine. They used to go to school, come back, and in the evening maybe watch for 1 hour. Now I request the parents, give them some extra time, not 3-4 hours huge increase. No, but what they were watching earlier, compared to that, give another half an hour or 1 hour, of course with a break, and otherwise their eyes will be affected. And if they're, see, this is first of all, let us understand and help the children, then come to the remedy. This is what I always do. Then
hmm,
get them that anti-glare glasses, whatever, not to affect their eyes, and tell them in a nice way, take breaks in between, go out, cycle for
hmm,
some time and come back. I'll allow you total 2 hours maybe. You negotiate
hmm,
with the child. It is all negotiating again, sitting with the child and negotiating. Okay, you're watching 4 hours, but no, I'll give you only 1 hour. Then they'll say, no, okay, let me increase it to 1.5 or 2 hours. There are certain terms and conditions apply. Whatever you do, I'll let you do. As long as you're a child, at least till you are 18, you have to listen to me. By then, they'll have their own sense, right? So you have to tell this in a nice way. Okay, I'll give you all the freedom you need. Nowadays, kids question and argue a lot. So don't get into argument. Tell them any discussion is open. Come and discuss with me. Let us discuss. If not for half an hour, 1 hour, I want to talk to you. I want to understand what is happening. Like this kid told his mom, my friends are leaving me out. So what should I do? Okay, so understand their issue, and accordingly this extra time you please allow, because this is pandemic situation. Whether it is 3-year-old child, 4-year-old child, that kid wants more and more. Do not give gadgets when you're feeding the kid, especially small kids. Later they start extending the food time just for the attraction of the gadgets. Keep the food and gadget away. If they are taking food all the time with the gadgets, at least one time try without the gadget, you feed them. Other two times, then gradually wean them away and separate these two activities. This is general advice. Then thirdly, it depends on the age. Up to 5 years, you can control a lot. You should and
hmm.
you can. You have to actually keep the gadget away and not give it to them. You have to be very strict. They'll listen to you till they're about five years. So 5 to 8 years, okay, show them, like I said, away from the food time. Give them half an hour time. Let them watch some rhymes, some games, and half an hour is maximum, I feel so, up to 8. Otherwise, with if they still need it because of lack of other activities, give a break, long break, and again half an hour. Maybe TV time, you can replace mobile with TV. So totally they get 1 hour of entertainment. Above 8 years, they will not listen to you if you impose in this strict way. You have to explain to them what is bad, what is good. You have to keep on explaining to them. Up to 12, 13 years, they'll listen to you. Above that, they'll not even listen. So let me share at this juncture. You asked a very important question. So if it is turning into addiction, like I have spoken to doctors, psychiatrists, it becomes an addiction just like any other addiction. Without knowing that children are getting into it, they may be watching porn, they may be playing some video games using their parents' credit card. Even financial loss is there. So you have to monitor whatever the age of the kid. You have to monitor what they are doing, and keep child lock and just see the history, check it, no problem. It is for their own welfare, right? You feel privacy, space, all that they speak. children tell you, but as a parent, it's your duty. At least in Indian society, we have to take care. So later you can check, and if it is becoming an addiction, like I have spoken to experts, you have to consult the expert for like any other de-addiction therapy has to be given. The child will be told in various ways by the experts, and they'll come out of it. So parents have to recognize when it is crossing the line, when it is becoming an addiction, and contact the expert. Send the child for counseling. Only that will help. If it is addiction, child has to take the therapy.
Okay, so basically not pushing pressure on child schedule on the child, and just like negotiating on a mutual deal on both the parties. We can say
Correct.
that.
Above 8 years, negotiation has to be done. Otherwise, they'll not
Yeah.
listen. Give them the importance and about everything. This negotiation part, Sharon, that's a good point you mentioned. So not only about gadget, the moment they are 7, 8 years old, they'll start feeling a lot of self-importance. They feel like they should be consulted for everything. They want to choose their dress, they want to choose their routine, what they eat, when they study, everything they want to have a say. Okay, good. Sit with them on Sunday, make a routine and reward them, appreciate them, give them responsibility around the house, let them feel important, whatever small tasks they do, assign that work to them and appreciate them a lot. Give them importance. After 8 years, they demand it actually.
Okay, so thank you so much for this advice, ma'am. So everyone who's watching this is going to help this on a on a very larger extent. I
Sure.
can definitely say that. So when you transition and this into like your after the retirement into this coaching business, okay, from online to sorry, from offline to online. So can you tell me what are the experience that you have experienced in this mindset, especially?
Yeah. See, let me share in detail. So this is the right forum for me to share because you're asking, and I know other online coaches like who want to do well
Hmm.
online, maybe watching. So sometimes we get lost on the way because everything is so new. We feel overwhelmed. So like I said, my son had learning difficulty, dyslexia. I thought, nahi, still that thought is there that I should reach out to parents of kids with dyslexia. That is what I started with. I've taken training
Hmm.
in dyslexia also to understand. Though I'm a parent, I have so much experience with my child. Still, I know some things about this issue, and I got certified also. Then I started with dyslexia, but problem is all my courses I recorded, the videos, everything is ready, for the moms. Again, my basic foundation didn't change. The beauty of it is even now I'm doing the same, but it is broader for all children. First, I started with dyslexia. So for the mindset of the child and the mom, not the actual tutoring for dyslexia, because there are a lot many tutors, but who will understand and give that emotional support and guidance that things will be okay. It's okay. If I have come as a winner, if my son is a postgraduate today, so any child can achieve. That was the assurance I wanted to give to the moms as well as children. So that's how I started, but I put up an FB ad. So very funny now. Very happily, I put 3, 4 ads mentioning dyslexia. My ad account was shut down. Okay. Then, okay, I did organic. I did a live webinar, 1 hour. I'm talking to the camera, expecting someone will come. Nobody turned up. Zero. Nobody came.
Okay.
Array, I have put lot of money, effort, time, everything. I have studied. Then I have started something, some course, no takers. I mean, I can't find organically, and FB ad is also shut down. What am I supposed to do? And in India, Sharon, let me tell you, let me also share 2, 3 sentences about what is dyslexia. It's a reading, writing difficulty. It is not because the child is not intelligent or he can't understand. It's not like that. The way we teach, they are not understanding. What if you ask a fish which swims so well, if you remove that fish and ask that fish to climb a tree, it will never win. It will be defeated, right? So that is the way we are not addressing that problem, instead putting more burden on the child. So this is what I want to educate, make the moms aware, get them to accept the situation, then deal accordingly with the child, give him or her all the support needed. So this was my coaching, what I started. But in India, the awareness is also so less, Sharon. I really feel bad. Like parents don't recognize that there's a problem. Instead, they'll be putting more burden on the child. You are an idiot. You are not studying. You are not good. Then they tell me when I speak to moms now. Of course, I'm reaching out. So many moms are coming to me when I mention in my webinar that this is a problem. watch that movie Tare Zameen Par. They recognize then they come to me. Ha, my son is not writing. He reads, but he doesn't like to write. So that's how I'm reaching out. Automatically, moms are come because I'm a healer too. My energy is going out to help those moms. Maybe because of the at least 20% of those moms are connecting with me. What I set out to do that time, I didn't have anyone. Zero people came, but now I have. I mean, I can help those moms too. I'm doing that. So, like I said, coming back to this FB ads account was shut down. Then I had to open a new account. Then I started, okay, dyslexia के लिए कोई person नहीं है. I mean, at least in India, they don't even know. Even if they know,
Hmm.
they don't tell anyone. They don't seek help. What should I do? Then a few of my friends suggested, particularly two of my friends. I'm in a coaching community. One of my friend, she is called Lena, my friend, and one
Hmm.
more person. His name is we call him UV.
Hmm.
So both of them suggested, Veena, if you say this dyslexia, I mean, where will you find people? So I was losing hope. So broaden it, find
Hmm.
parents and solve their problems. Gradually, you can go to dyslexia. So that's how I started. Yes, I thought. Then I started organically, Sharon.
Hmm.
I had many friends. Then I told, I'll give you 5 days course. Come to me, just free for first 10. Then
Hmm.
199 rupees for next 10 people. So my own friend circle they came. And ऐसा बैच बहुत अच्छा चला शरण. For about I started in March or April last year, I think. Then till June, July, I got every week I used to do one batch, 5 days live class. I
Hmm.
got up to 799 they paid. I
Hmm.
increased the price gradually. I added more value, some bonus. Up to 799, I used to get five people, six people per batch. So I was happy. Okay, what I'm doing, at least some people are taking my content. Then June, July, everything stopped. Whatever you shared with your organic, your friend circle, no one came. No one is paying 799 and coming to my course. So what should I do? From June, July, you won't believe me, I became stagnant. In fact, I thought, should I be a coach or not? Should I stop this once for all? I've invested hugely, more than 2 lakhs I've invested, and I've made this all this setup. Then I
Hmm.
went for FB ad. I was not finding organic. I spent around 12K, 12, 13K. I
Hmm.
got for 499 rupees. I announced. I thought first time I'm doing it 499. I got about 3,500 rupees. Okay, some six, seven clients came through FB ads, but I lost money. I got afraid. I
Hmm.
thought, no, FB ad is not for me. I stopped. Again, no clients, nothing. Everything is there with me. I have the knowledge. I want to help people. No one. Then one girl, Tejaswini, very sweet girl, a friend of mine. So I was just asking in a group, I need someone to run my FB ad. Please refer to me. This Tejaswini, she is your friend also. She's common
Hmm.
friend of you and me. So
Yeah.
she said,
Yeah.
I know one person. He is very good. You contact Sharon. I set up a call with you. I mean, we met like this on Zoom, I think. I
No,
don't
it
know
was a
what
phone
you
call,
told.
ma'am.
Phone call. Okay, first phone call, then we came
Ha.
to Zoom call. I don't know the way you told me. I saw that, very simple way this person I should go. I was searching for months together. You won't believe me. 2, 3 months I was thinking, whom should I approach? Whom should I approach? Who knows the work as well as understands my needs? That's very important. You can be a very good technical person, but you should understand what I am doing, my field. In fact, Sharon, some confidence I got. I'm a healer, I understand that energy matches. Then I just sent you the amount, whatever you said, and we just began. So I take quick decision. That is one of my plus point. I try it out. If it doesn't work out, no one can help. For many reasons, some things don't work. But if we do not even try, how will we know? And in this business, in any business, you have to first put money, then you'll get it back. If you are very afraid of taking risk investing, then you'll be stuck. So that is what I understood in this journey. So I just went ahead, and from there I have never looked back. Even now, reaching more and more thousands of parents. So step by step we took, and you were also very cooperative. I want to also mention our another common friend Bhushan. He did a great video editing, again suggested by Sharon. You ask any problem to Sharon, he has some solution, or he will guide to some other person who can help. So, like, we worked, all the energies matched, and now it's reaching out to moms. Lot of praises for that ad. You post a link to that ad below this. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah. I will. I
great
will.
concept. That is all Sharon's creativity. Nothing is mine. So very beautiful ad, very good, excellent editing. and it's clicking till now. It's running. I've got, I mean, so many already, more than 5,000 now. It must be 6,000 leads. I mean, registrations for that ad. I can't believe I've come a long way. So technical is not my part. I mean, to some extent, I'll manage the Zoom and all that. So all those higher level technical, I have left it to Sharon. I'm concentrating on my coaching. Every week, I'm doing free webinars for which yesterday in my webinar, I had 262 parents.
Okay.
Moms, imagine I had
Wow.
got 600 leads and 50% is my turnout. Like some people can't join for some reason, but every week at least 50% turnout. And I had got 600 leads out of the 262 joined. And yesterday, actually, one I have spent, can I share yesterday's figures?
Now you can tell.
Okay, in general also, let me tell, whatever
Hmm.
I invest, I'm getting three times back.
Okay.
Whatever I invest in FB ads, for example, if I invest 10,000 per
You are
week, I'm
getting,
getting 30,000.
yeah,
So
at this
same
moment.
thing also happened yesterday. Yeah, three times. It is giving me three times returns. So it's actually no-brainer. I mean, everyone have to go for FB ads. Otherwise, you'll get stuck. How many people will you reach out organically? Right. And it's a free webinar. Why not? My model is this. Of course, you can start with a small payment, anyone. So my model is I call them to a free webinar because I want to reach out to more moms. I give simple tips in my webinar. If they feel, if it is appealing to them, they feel I can take more guidance. It is their choice. They will reach out and come back. And I don't leave these moms also. Once they come to my free webinar, I have my WhatsApp group. I'll keep them there and I keep giving tips. Though they have not paid, though they have not joined my courses, my aim is okay, money I need, but that is my primary aim is to help moms and reach out to them. So I don't leave them. I keep them in my WhatsApp group. Every now and then I post video, I give tips, I ask them questions. I'm connected with them. I'm happy now.
Yeah, and that's really nice of you, ma'am. So great words for me. Thank you so much. And now we are also jumping on to this high ticket model as well. We are going
Right,
to like drastically shift this. Okay.
right.
So let's talk about this thing. So let's go on like the 199 part, the course part you told me. And let's talk about your highest hill. So how was your mindset experience, or how do you actually feel? Like the feel before, like on this 199, and the feel after you're cracking your highest paying client. Like you can, like if you want, you can disclose the number also, and
Yeah,
that is totally up to you, but I just want to know your feelings.
yeah, yeah. See, I started with free actually. Not
Okay.
even 199. I told you 10 clients came for free because I wanted to know people really need my coaching and how will they receive it. And before that landing page, I took ClickFunnels. That is also a huge risk, or every month I have to pay a huge amount. But I just consulted Sharon. He said, go ahead, it's very good. And I took ClickFunnels, and through that he made landing page for me. Again, technical I cannot handle, so I thank you for that wonderful landing page also, including video script, everything he has guided me. So that is also helping me, attractive landing page. So after that, yeah, like I said, 199, I started charging. Then I came to this free webinar. After free webinar, I was supposed to sell my 7 days course. That's what I discussed with Sharon. Then I said, Sharon, how much I should charge? He said, minimum 999, ma'am. And I said, no, no, people have been paying 499 earlier. So do you think they'll pay Indian? This is ladies' niche again. So how much will ladies pay? They have to ask their husband, and all that conception I had in my mind, that they'll not pay so much, they'll not have that money. And if they ask their husband, sometimes they may give, they may not give. Like, how will it click? He said, no, no, don't worry. I have ladies in my weight loss. He was doing earlier. So diet advice. So their ladies are there. They do pay. Don't worry. He gave me that confidence. Then I don't know how one or two I did for 999. I think then suddenly I increased to 1,999. That is below 2,000 rupees. So, and that started happening. I mean, I felt gradually my value, what I give to the parents, it is so much more worth that yes, I can charge 1,999. Every step I have consulted him, consulted Sharon, and he gave me the boost. Particularly the financial part, even 1 month back, what I was that I am not today, thanks to this high end sales. So he gave me something magic happened. I joined his high ticket sales program, and he did a call with me. Then some questions he asked, something I answered. Before the call, I was not very sure. After the call, by next day, I paid the amount and I joined. Then I thought, what Sharon did with me, I should do for my clients. They need my long-term coaching. So he gave me 8 months coaching. Now I'm Sharon's client for 8 months, learning high ticket sales. So high value coaching I should give to my clients. Very next day, after paying him, I just made a phone call to one of my clients. Not one, actually three calls were set up, and
Hmm.
two people couldn't take it. They said in future we'll look into it. Of course, rejections will be there. Like some people may not be yet prepared, but one lady that was very funny. I used your whatever questions you asked me, same questions I asked. But in the end, I could not actually tell her about my product. She started crying. A lot of emotional things were there. And I said, it's okay, it's okay. Then in the end, she said she controlled herself. Then I haven't even told about my product. Then she reminded me, ma'am, you were supposed to tell me about your long term coaching. But anyway, I'll cut the call. You can send me the message, then I'll think of it. I said, okay. The heart to heart connection happened very well. After that, I just sent her a message. Then actually, she enrolled. She asked for some discount, and 35K I charged because I'm just launching. And now, actually, I have another client for 40K also, they have paid. And
Okay.
all thanks to your coaching. Otherwise, see, 199 say 999 jane ke liye, I was so afraid. I mean, I was ready for only 499. 999 was not okay to me. But see, as and when you also have to get the proof of concept. This is one more tip for any coaches. You
Yeah,
may feel my
definitely.
product is good. You may feel my product is bad. You are not the one who will judge. Now, see, I'm saving families here. I'm saving couple from getting divorced. They are having better relationship with their in-laws, and children are happy. I mean, can you really quantify that peace of mind? What mom gets? How much? How many lakhs will she pay if someone promises her peace of mind? The children's future. Children study better. They are, coming away from the gadget. They're listening to moms. Kids were angry. Now they are very peaceful. We cannot quantify this. So whatever my time, my expertise, whatever it is worth, I should charge. It was a process for me. I learned a lot of guidance and support from you. I'm taking mentoring from other coaches. I have a spiritual mentor. So everything has come together for me. We need multiple people in our life. Let me also tell you, some spiritual support is also needed. Someone financial advisor, maybe now I don't have. In future, thanks to Sharon, I'm into high ticket sales. I'll have a lot of money. Then I'll
Yeah,
need a financial advisor where to invest my money. Dreams are big, guys. So let me see where this journey takes me.
yeah. So the mindset shift from 199 to, let's say, the 40,000 part. So let's say if you want to give any your like any top four or five advice to people watching this. So what would be those four or five, or any advice would you like to give to those people
Yeah,
that
about pricing, right? About pricing.
not the pricing. I'm just talking about this mindset part. The mindset from
Mindset. Yeah,
199.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Not how to price, but how to actually prepare yourself.
Yeah,
So, like I said, yeah, okay, start with low ticket. Nothing stops you. Ekdam, you may not start. Only my experience I can share. I don't know about other.
yeah,
So, when you get that proof of concept, like I said, yes, my content is really helping people, then why not? So instead of seeing how much, see, for how many hours, for 1 hour I need 2K or 4K, whatever it is, instead of that, think what value they are getting. This is the mindset change happened with you when I spoke to you.
hmm,
See, it's really helping them. For example, it may be a glass of water. For example, some medicine, medicated water. If you say, if somebody makes an innovation that you drink it and you will not get corona, or you will get cured from corona, how many lakhs people will be ready to buy? We are seeing about, this oxygen cylinder. Any price people will pay. Now, what is the need? So
yeah,
just like that, you made that mindset change in me, that if they really need, they will invest. And I also felt, instead of me running behind them, they should come if they really need, if they are really thinking this product is worth and I need it for as a solution for my problem, then they will pay. I should ask any price which seems okay to me. And if they match that, they will come. So this is the change which happened. Mindset, yes, huge change. I was afraid. I was literally afraid to talk about money. Now I have become comfortable. Even the webinar part, everything comes with practice. So even now, Sharon has advised me is setting up another funnel for me where I'll simply be doing discovery calls. for many numbers of people. Every day, maybe 10 calls I'll do. Out of them, only one may buy. It's okay. I'm improving day by day. Today, I'll make 10 calls. Tomorrow, I'll make another 10. I'll be more confident in speaking. I'll be okay with rejection. This is one more takeaway, Sharon. If now earlier people said, no, I don't want, I used to be worried what's happening. I'm making so many calls. Why are they not buying? It's so much value. I know that. They don't know that, right? So now I'm okay. People are not yet prepared, or they may be having genuine issue. They are not interested. Whatever reason, it's okay. Move on to the next person. So that call, that failure to convince, not even convince. I'm not even trying to convince now. I'm just putting across my point. So if they are not responding, it's okay. Leave them and move on. This is the biggest lesson. Now I don't get emotionally affected. Earlier I used to think when they said no, I didn't do something right. I thought so. Now it's okay. They are not prepared yet. It's fine.
Okay, that's so nice of you, ma'am. Like people will actually love watching these things. Okay, you got definitely got a great energy, like no doubt. Okay, so I just want to ask you one question. So let's say you explain things actually very well, no doubt that point. So what was your lowest point in this coaching journey? What was your lowest point? So sometimes things happen that this is not working, and this whole thing actually mentally affects every person. So what was that thing like? What was your lowest point, and how actually did you overcome?
I'm a very emotional person also.
Yeah.
Initially, I didn't have family support. Lot of opposition. Like not directly, not no reason as such, but they said no need. You have everything in life. You have, I had a lot of good post in the bank, good dignity. I've earned a lot of money. Now also, thank God, I'm very comfortable as a family. But this, I told you why I started this coaching, because I want to reach out and help, because I have suffered in my parenting. I don't want anyone to suffer. Like I didn't seek help or I didn't have help. I want to be that help to that mom and dad. So that was driving me. Whoever stopped me, the more they pulled me back, the more I was ready to run. So I think now looking back, I feel it was good that people stopped me. It made me more, more very firm in my ideals and goals that I have to achieve this. So one of the lowest point maybe it's very personal. Like people were not supporting me. Lot of arguments happened, but now how things change, don't ask me. I also don't know. By magic, I have very supportive people around me. Maybe they are seeing my success. Maybe that yeah, I'm actually reaching out to people. I'm making a difference. I'm telling it. I'm not keeping quiet now. I'm telling, see, I have achieved so much. Whether it is financial, whether it is the way people's lives are transformed. I'm helping whole families. I'm getting every day. I receive thank you messages with lot of appreciation for whatever help I have done to parents, and I show that to my family. And now maybe they have also come to terms that she will not come back. I mean, she is into this. So that was a very challenging period during January, December 2019, January 20. I mean, that's the biggest thing I can remember. If I write a book on that, that will definitely be mentioned. So it's personal. Yeah.
Okay. So actually, like, thanks actually for sharing this story because this will motivate a lot of people. So anyone in the same coaching industry or anyone who want to take a drastic step from this offline business to online business or anyone who want to expand themselves. So any advices to them from your side, like how one can actually start or learn from, or anything that you would like to tell them from your journey?
Yeah. From July up to December, I wasted my time. Wasted because of fear. So seek the proper person. Seek help, seek mentors, seek coaches. There are a lot many. Any other who have already achieved what you are aspiring for, that person can help you. How many ever books you read, whatever you do, that fear will stop you. So unless you take action, nothing will happen. And like I said, you have to take risk. You have to invest some money first and then expect money. Start small. Okay, you may not invest 50,000 at a time. Start with 2,000, 1,000 rupees. Any investment, on a mentor or on a course, or this FB ad also starts with, Sharon started my ad with 100 rupees per day, 5 ads. So 500 rupees. I remember even now. So 500 rupees we started. Then by 1 week I earned back. Na? The webinar happened. Some people registered. So it started multiplying itself. Now I'm investing how much? About 45K per month, I think so. And like I said, it is giving 3 returns. So no worries, it is funding itself. So find a mentor, find a person. If you don't think of anything else, he is right here in front of you. He is all in one person. I'm not, see, this is not just praise for praise sake. I'm really, I mean it from the heart. This is one person who has technical know-how. Ask him about sales, he knows that. He himself is a coach, he knows all about the coaching journey. So it's difficult to find such a person all in one together with all so much knowledge and very supportive. Even late in the night, he is very responsive. That is what I observed in him. And Sharon, believe me, I'm not just praising for this recording sake. I'm really thankful to you all the time. That little energy, what I needed, I was stuck July to December. That energy you gave me back, that confidence I got back. Especially, I told you I don't have anyone around me supporting me. I needed that support. So please find a mentor. Please reach out to Sharon. He will either help directly or he will suggest someone. That is for sure. That's the main takeaway. Or when I felt stuck, that is what removed me back and brought me on the track.
Yeah. So basically, you would like to say just find a mentor and just listen to him.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your kind words, man. So let's say if any mom watching this video, okay, who wants to contact you, so how she can reach out to you?
Yeah, my WhatsApp number I'll give. Also, I'm doing a free webinar. No more yelling. I'll request Sharon to give the link below
Yeah,
the
yeah, I will definitely.
video. And my WhatsApp number is 9663284400. I'm in India, so +91 966 3284400. You can contact me again. Sharon will mention my number also. And definitely, I want moms to reach out to me. Like I said, I have a free webinar. Join that webinar. Lot many tips I'll share with you all. Thank you.
Yeah.